Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we are talking the best cards at each position right now in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Real quick though, shout out of the day goes my man Big Body, and if you want a chance we shout out in the next one, let's comment the smiley face emoji. And of course, if you do find these videos helpful, hitting that like button is always appreciated. And of course, if you are new here, if you're in the 50% of people who are not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's change it right now and turn on those notifications. But yes, let's get right into the video. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because at the end, I will fill out this whole lineup and essentially, build, construct the best team in the game right now with all of the best players at each position. So yeah, make sure you stick around to the end. So let's get started with the quarterbacks. And at quarterback, I have three different options. One is, if you want Hot Route Master, Joe Montana is the best QB in the game right now. If you are struggling passing, trying out Joe Montana with Hot Route Master, going in practice mode, going into the formations you're comfortable in, and just using Hot Route Master, it'll help you beat man coverage so much easier. Even zone coverage is so much easier. It's so good. For me, personally, I like Hot Route Master, but I also like quarterbacks that can move more. So for me, I'm still using who I'll talk about next, and that is someone if you want to use a mobile quarterback. The best mobile QB in the game right now, to me, is still Michael Vick. It is still Michael Vick. I know that Geno Smith came out today, but Geno isn't, yes, he can roll out. Yes, he can do things like that, but he doesn't have 80 carrying with a 90 juke move. He's got no juke move at all. So yeah, Mike Vick, to me, is the best mobile QB in this game right now, without question. And finally, is if you're looking for a pocket passer that can move a little bit and doesn't have Hot Route Master, I do believe the best is going to be the captain, Andrew Luck. He's down basically at quick sell right now, a pretty good rental buy, honestly. But best release, in my opinion, put, Gunslinger gift wrapped on him. And this card can definitely play really good from the pocket. And of course, can roll out and move and make those tough throws in the run as well. So those are my three QBs. Joe Montana if you want Hot Route and play from the pocket. Andrew Luck if you play from the pocket and don't need Hot Route. And then Mike Vick if you like moving. And also Mike Vick can play good from the pocket too with the Slinger 1 release. And next up, we have the cornerbacks. And cornerback in this game right now, is there a cornerback right now that is 6'5" and can do everything? No, there isn't that guy. There's really no perfect cornerback in this game right now. But my favorite cornerback in the game right now is going to be Darrelle Revis. He's my favorite. Yes, I have a Jets team, but even when I play against him, this card definitely does play the best. It could be because he has 92 man coverage, and if you boost his man coverage, 96 man coverage plays crazy in man-to-man. Also having 90 zone makes him really good both ways. 5'11" obviously doesn't help him, but again, there isn't that perfect, there's not a perfect cornerback in this game right now that's tall and fast and can play man and zone. We don't have that yet. So to me, Revis right now is the best cornerback in this game. Another cornerback I really do like, he's not going to be up too high, but it is going to be the Ramsey card, the free Jalen Ramsey. If you can't get him now if you're just starting to play the game. But if you did grind through the season 1 field pass, you have Jalen Ramsey. I like him a lot too. And of course, the fruit punch card, the Marlon Humphrey card, is also really nice. Those are probably my top 3 at cornerback. Marlon Humphrey, Jalen Ramsey, and Darrelle Revis. I also do like Antonio Cromartie and Charles Woodson as well. And also, Avonte Maddox, he's still actually on my field. This card, he hasn't given me a reason to take him off the field yet, but 91 speed is okay. And if you're someone that has enough discipline to SWAT, this card can play really well. He might not get a lot of interceptions, but again, 90 man-to-man coverage, 91 speed makes him the fastest cornerback in the game, of course, with Darrelle Revis. So, if you can be disciplined and know when to go for interceptions with the 5'9" Avonte Maddox, the card plays pretty decent, and he actually does stick in man-to-man coverage. The card moves pretty well. So, if you're playing zone, I probably wouldn't go after Avonte, but if you're playing man-to-man, try out Avonte Maddox, see how he plays for you. For me, he's been playing pretty good, but obviously only really going to be worth it in a heavy man-to-man scheme. And Avonte with Revis, those are two really good man-to-man guys. So those are kind of my thoughts on the cornerbacks. Jerry Jacobs, I hated this card. Elam, probably on a Bills team, worth it, but also good zone coverage there. And then Patrick Peterson just too slow. Joey Porter maybe still viable a little bit, but Charles Woodson, Cromartie, Fruit Punch, Revis, and Ramsey. Staying in the secondary, this one's pretty easy. Free safety, it's both of these guys, Paul Krause and Sean Taylor. The only issue with these guys is if you are going to be playing man-to-man coverage, there's going to be issues. Like if you're running 0 blitzes and you're not using this card, which you should be, there's going to be problems because he has 66 man coverage. Yes, he is 6'3", 200 pounds with good speed and good acceleration at a pretty thin position, with good COD and all that stuff's there for Paul Krause. So he's good at free safety if he's going to be playing in that deep blue. And also both cards are good users as well. If you want to go that route with, with both these cards, Sean Taylor, a good user. I used him for a while. It felt great. But again, the same spiel. You got to use this card. You can't let him get into man-to-man scenarios over and over and over again. If you're looking for a man-to-man safety, like Jesse Bates 74, it's not great. There are, of course, some strong safeties that you can kind of move over and play. I've been playing Ed Reed. I mean, there's 79 man coverage, but Ed Reed to me has been playing. He plays okay in man-to-man coverage. I do put him in some high stress man-to-man scenarios, and 81 man coverage is probably some of the best with 87 speed still. And he was a week 1 legend, so a very thin position. Hopefully, we do get some more love to the free safeties in the coming weeks. But yeah, my top 2. I like Paul Krause more than Sean Taylor, but it's Paul Krause, Sean Taylor. 1 and 2 at free safety. And next up, we have our linebackers, right outside, middle, and left. Getting started here with right outside, Micah Parsons, when he is obtainable, will be the best right now. If someone comes out that's better than him, I would be very surprised. But this card, stat-wise, is clearly just insane. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, can really do everything. Did they give this card zone coverage? They may have. No, they did not. But he does get that special X factor. We don't know really how it's going to work yet. I would imagine it's going to be pretty hard to activate, I would imagine. But it kind of makes him a good pass rusher as well as a guy that can drop into coverage. But Khalil Mack is probably my favorite that you can get right now. I would say Khalil over LT for sure, but Khalil Mack probably the best right outside in the game. Going over to left outside. Got to take a couple clicks here. You can't just switch around for some reason. But our left outside linebackers, who I got there? Okay, we got 2 cards. The first card is going to be the Biscuit card. A card that was overlooked because he came out with Odell Beckham Jr. But Biscuit has perfect traits. 88 speed, 84 acceleration, good block shed, good power moves, and 78 finesse moves. Perfect traits, 6'3", 240, can stop the run, crazy strength, good speed. This card is a monster. This card is really, really good at pass rushing off the edge. But of course, I have to talk about Dave Robinson. Dave Robinson is specifically in a 6-1 defense, or a defense where you have someone that needs to rush the passer but also can drop into zone, is just insane. This card's versatility, like, it's Ted Hendricks like 6'3", 245, 88 speed, 85 acceleration. Does get lurk artist being a pass coverage outside linebacker, but the most impressive thing about this card is the fact that he gets 90 man, 90 zone, 91 hit power. Can't rush the passer that well, granted, yes, but you're gonna need him against the run. He's solid. And then in pass coverage, 90 man, 90 zone, that's better than a lot of corners in this game right now. Like, it just is. It's insane how good this card is. Lurk artist. Probably a top 3, maybe even the best card in the game right now on defense. I mean, he is just insane. And then finally, for our linebackers, our middle linebackers, since the last video like this, linebackers really were not viable. But then pick artist was introduced, and here we are. We have linebackers that are some of the best cards in this game right now because they can stop the run and also be really, really good users. They made linebackers really good again. And Patrick Willis is my favorite, but then number 2, I have Jordan Hicks. I would say Patrick Willis, Jordan Hicks are my 1 and 2 at middle linebacker. Also do like Anthony Walker as well as Ray Lewis, but Ray Lewis for his price does not make sense to really go buy. But probably the best buy here is Jordan Hicks. For $550, he's worth it. Or you could go Anthony Walker depending on what's easier for you. They're both good cards. I like Jordan Hicks a little bit more though. He's more complete to me as a run stopper and kind of all that stuff. So yeah, those are our linebackers. Okay, let's get back on offense. So my favorite pass catching tight end in the game right now is Kyle Pitts. He is my favorite pass catching tight end in the game right now. He can't run block a lick, but 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 catching, 90 short, 88 mid, 6'6". This card is insane. He's the best pass catching tight end in the game right now. However, some of you guys like running the ball, and some of you guys like run blocking tight ends a little bit more. And as far as pass catching tight ends go, I would probably say like Vernon Davis in that category, Travis Kelce in that category, and I do like Kyle Pitts a lot more than Vernon Davis. But my favorite tight end in the game right now is George Kittle. This right now is, probably one of my favorite cards to use. 88 speed, good acceleration, good route running, same route running as Kyle Pitts, 6'4", so similar in size, but also can run block at a high level too, with the 77 run block, which is hard to find for a tight end right now with his pass catching stats, also good lead block and things like that. And against, these mid-game cornerbacks that really can't fend for themselves, George Kittle goes crazy in the secondary if you let him get out in front. So good pass catcher, good run blocker, but this is more of your traditional tight end. And an honorable mention who, is another good traditional tight end would be Gronkowski. He's still big body and has much better run blocking than Kittle at 87. So he does have to be mentioned here, but obviously, 86 speed isn't what it once was when this card came out. So do keep that in mind. Probably not going to make the team, but I have to mention him as like a more traditional tight end. But the best pass catching tight end in the game right now is easily Kyle Pitts. Like, he's insane. He's crazy. Wrapping things up on defense, and I will show you, you know, the upfront guys when I show you the full lineup. But wrapping it up here on defense, we have our strong safeties. And to me, the best strong safety in this game, you know, Isaiah Simmons, obviously tough. He's obviously very tough. But for me, I like Derwin James a lot. I really do like the Derwin James card, and the card I actually want to talk about isn't even on here. I'm going to have to either go to my lineup, or I don't know how I'm going to show you. But Derwin James is probably the best, and I'll explain why. So the main reason why he is the best is if we go to the X Factors right here, and we go to the Avalanche. The Avalanche, whatever this thing is, man, it is insane what the Avalanche X Factor is. They changed it. It used to be 5 hit sticks. Now it's 5 tackles needed for this to activate. And once it's on for the whole game. If you can get Derwin James 5 tackles, like this card, like I lost the game the other day because I was facing the Avalanche Derwin James. 1 hit stick, and even if you're trying to avoid them, you know, guys hold you up in this game. It's a hit everything game again, like last year. So Derwin James can line you up pretty easily and get the fumble. So man, Avalanche to me does put Derwin James over the top a little bit. He still has good height and still obviously good coverage stats, 88 man coverage, 92 zone coverage, good acceleration, you know, good speed, 6'2", all that stuff, good tackling. So he checks all those boxes too, but also has that Avalanche ability, which is 0 AP by the way. So there you go. Obviously I also do like Isaiah Simmons too. And if you were able to get your hands on him, I will show you him right here. Isaiah Palamau is also pretty good. You know, 6'4", 89 speed, 89 acceleration, you know, 88 zone coverage, or 88 man with 90 zone, but 6'4", you know, he's good too. So I would say it's either him, Simmons, or Palamau, and also the Monty Hooker card, solid, but to me, he's not, you know, I probably would play him at free safety if anything. To me, he's not Derwin, he's not Isaiah, and he's not Isaiah, yeah, both Isaiahs. They're both names Isaiah. So yeah, he's probably safety 4 right now in this game. And obviously, you know, Curse, once he's obtainable, will be good too. But that won't be for a little bit. And running back, this one's simple. It's going to be 3 things, and they're all very clear cut. If you want a power back, the best is Chris Brooks. He's better than Marshawn Lynch. Chris Brooks, best power back in the game. Made a game plan on him on Wednesday. If you want jukebox, your best option is Bo Jackson. If you want jukebox and a pass catcher, your best option is CMC. To me, Bo does move the best, but CMC obviously a pass catcher. And then if you don't need or feel like you need, you know, jukebox, Chris Brooks, he's nasty. Good speed, good build, and gets angry runs as well, which you don't have to run, but it is 2 AP if you want to go that route. But to me, those are my top 3 running backs in the game, and they all do 3 different things. You know, Bo has some tough hands sometimes. CMC runs just, you know, clean routes and does get jukebox too. So, you know, those are my thoughts on the running backs right now. But I think jukebox is just insane. If you have not tried jukebox yet, please try it. It is game-changing for your run game. It is literally overpowered. And finally, the last position we're talking about today is a wide receiver. And here are my top 3 wide receivers. Number 1, DK Metcalf. Number 2, Jamar Chase and Odell Beckham Jr. They're 2 and 3. They're 2A, 2B, depending on preference, play style, whatever you want to do. I mean, they're like, it's like splitting hairs between the two. So Odell, Jamar Chase, they're 2 and 3, 2 and 3 and 2, whatever you want to say. But they're definitely there. And then I have DeAndre Hopkins at number 4, wherever he is. Where's DeAndre Hopkins at? Is he down low? Where's DeAndre Hopkins? He's just not in the catalog. Oh, here he's right here. DeAndre Hopkins, my bad. There he is at number 4. And then number 5, we have Torrey Holt. But there's one more card we have to talk about. And that is the 80, what is he, an 87? Where is he? What overall is this card? Where the hell is Randy Moss? What overall does he start at? Am I blind? I might be blind. But Randy Moss is the guy I want to talk about. The chance he's just not, why would he not be here? Why would Randy not be here? Am I tripping? Oh, there he is. He's an 83. Okay. Randy Moss, there he is. Okay, so this card, as you upgrade him, he will be very, very good. At about like here, this card is at 87 speed, 6'4", but at 88 speed, this card definitely does get near that top 5. So kind of as you're upgrading him, you're going to see that he gets much better. But obviously full Randy Moss, if he was out right now and you could get him right now, would be the best at 92 speed, 6'4". Or what height did they give me? Yeah, 6'4" this year. So do keep that in mind. Randy Moss is loading, but for me right now, those are my top 5 receivers. Any order there, but you could also play, you know, Kyle Pitts at receiver, Kyle Pitts at receiver, and then put George Kittle at tight end. Like you can do things like that and get a little bit flexible. So do keep that in mind for the final team build. Okay, so here is the final team build. If you didn't make it to the end of the video, hit that like button. But yes, here's the final team build. Here's the offensive line. And yes, I did choose Charles Cross over Laramie Tunsil, if you were wondering. So there's the offensive line. Tight ends, we got Kittle, Goddard. Of course, DK Metcalf, Kyle Pitts, Odell Beckham. I did choose him over Jamar Chase. I've been having too much fun with Odell Beckham that did not let him be on this team. This card plays insane. Contested catches after the catch. He's just so much fun. Running back, to me, the best is still Bo Jackson. I don't care what people say. He's still the best. Joe Montana, if you want Hot Route Master. And then I should probably put Vic here if you want to play more mobile. But I already gave you that whole spiel at the beginning of the video. So pick, any of those three. I think you're going to be okay right now. Fullback, it is Adam Prentice. And then behind me, you guys can't see him. It is DeAndre Hopkins. There he is. And then on defense, here you go. Paul Krause, Sean Taylor, Micah Parsons, Patrick Willis, Jordan Hicks, Dave Robinson, and the biscuit card with Derwin James, Isaiah Palamau. And then up front, right end, I have Von Miller. Our two defensive tackles are going to be the Gravedigger as well as John Randall. And then Jared Allen at left end. So that does complete the lineup. Avonte Maddox makes it too. Let me know, is there any cards that you think were snubbed from the best team or, or best at each position? Let me know down in the comment section. And yeah, as always, oh wait, kicker and punter. There you go. There are those guys as well. But as always, yes, I will see you boys in the next one.